Hello, welcome to the second Solution Not Pollution video about design thinking. In the previous video, we introduced you to the first 3 steps of design thinking methodology: empathize, define, and ideate. In this video, we'll focus on the last 2 phases, prototype and test. As you will see, it's not the case that just because you have the first prototype ready, that your product is now ready to be launched onto the market. Not just yet anyway. When developing a prototype, you should interact with user as soon as you have the first prototype idea. To do so, you can start with drawing a basic mock-up of your idea or service and presenting it to user of a focus group. A focus group is a group interview of users selected because they have the profile of your ideal customer. The dynamic created by the group will allow you to collect feedback that you might not have had with a one-on-one interview with a potential user. During a focus group, as a facilitator, you should remain as quiet as possible in order to let each participant express themselves and share their views. The group's feedback may surprise you and new ideas may emerge. Once you have some initial functionality to test, before you have the finished product, organize iterative testing session. To do this, you find a list of tasks that the user will have to perform. The feedback you get will then answer key questions you have targeted in your task list. You'll then see how the user is doing with the first prototype and whether any changes is needed to be made. In the case of a website, this may include the user interface, the site structure, or the font use, for example. Let the user know that they're helping you and that they are not being evaluated when performing the defined task. Rather, through their feedback, they are evaluating your prototype. Focus group and iterative testing session has helped you to develop the final product. Well done! But before officially launching your business idea, we recommend that you implement a pilot testing phase. Pilot tests are field trial during which a user is using your product in a real-world setting with total autonomy, meaning you're not on hand to support their use of your product or service. Ask the user to use your product in his or her everyday life. This will allow you to identify any final tweaks or changes that are required before you can launch your product or service onto a wider market. Make sure to provide the user involved with a tool to note his or her feedback. It may be a diary or an online questionnaire. To sum up, design thinking is not a linear process, and any interaction with potential user will provide you with insight that will serve to refine and improve your product or service to make sure that will meet the needs of potential customer. Don't hesitate to include as many tests and interaction with user as you need to have a functioning, integrated prototype ready for field trials. Congratulations, you have completed the second design thinking video of the Solution Not Pollution project. Well done! You now know more about design thinking and you are now able to practice these principles and techniques in how you develop your business idea. To further enhance your knowledge in this project, you can find additional resources and material through the Solution Not Pollution project website.